What's up, guys? Invincible Season 3, Episode 5, entitled This Was Supposed to Be Easy, was an amazing episode. Multi-Paul, Titan, Mr. Liu, The Order, all of that good stuff, and getting to see Oliver be a regular kid and just have fun with other kids who are accepting of him being different, him being purple, him having powers. And to see Mark and Eve trying to create their own business, this episode had it all. And we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. But guys, if you are new here, please like this video, share it around for your friends, hit that subscribe button, turn on the alert bell so you never miss another video. And if you're returning, do all the same things, especially if you're not subscribed. Guys, we're on the road to 16K. We're almost there. At least in my mind, we are. We're on the road to 16K. And I'm excited, and I thank you all for joining me on this journey thus far, I should say. Now, about Invincible. Guys, Titan walking his daughter to school, all of that good stuff, And then we go to the prison. It's inmate child time or whatever, and we see Multi-Paul. Now, Multi-Paul, he starts multiplying to the point like he's literally bursting out the cell. Like he creates so many duplicates of himself, and he positions himself like in the skylight, basically sacrificing all of his duplicates. As long as he keeps one version of him alive, one copy of him alive, I should say, he'll survive. So he's multiplying, and it's gross. It's so gross. They're bursting out. They can't fit. So then they burst out. The guards come and start whooping on the guards. But ultimately, this does not work in his favor. He is arrested, and they put on a power dampening collar. Now, Mr. Liu wants him out of prison. Mr. Liu, if you don't remember, he's the guy that can turn into like the gigantic dragon. And we had an amazing fight with him and Mark in this episode as well, because Mark, I guess you can say Mark is kind of like Superman in that aspect. He is vulnerable to magic, it seems, or maybe just like he may not just be that invulnerable. Guys, I never read the source material, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like he is vulnerable to magic. Like stuff like that can hurt Viltrumites, and honestly, it would make sense. He can't yes, he's invincible to majority of like all things, but he has to have some slight weakness. And guys, we do learn that they are Mark and Eve, I should say, they're trying to start Invincible Inc. Now, what is that, you might ask? Well, after Oliver snitching to their mom about Eve spending the night and hearing all these funny noises and whatnot, even though his mom already knows. His mom, Debbie, knows already. Like she's not slow. She knows. So they want to move out and get their own place. So they decide to, create a superhero job where they protect a prison from from inmate breakouts and anything that may happen on the outside, like what happened in this episode with Multi-Paul. They volunteer. Guys, the first real call comes from Titan attacking the prison, because Titan is having a problem with Mr. Liu and the Order. They want him to break Multi-Paul out of prison. Why? Because he's the Order's top enforcer. He wants that guard dog back. Mr. Liu wants that guard dog back. Like they already got Machine Head arrested, and honestly, I forgot all about Machine Head. That was all the way back in season 1. We're on season 3, guys. So seeing Machine Head was a breath of fresh air. I can honestly say that was a breath of fresh air. It was good to have him back. He's all rusted and messed up and all of that. But everything that's going down with Titan, like he's attacking the prison, and Mark comes flying at him. He's flying at him, and he like stops once Titan like shifts back. Well, Mark's not gonna just punch a normal guy in the face that hard. So Titan doesn't want to break Paul out, but he does want his help trying to stop this whole Order thing from happening, because basically he's telling Mark, you need me in charge of this area or else it's gonna get overrun with crime again. Well, Mark, being stubborn as usual, doesn't want to do things his way. So Titan jumps down the sewer, hops out the sewer, where Mark flies out after him, and they find a whole bunch of people in gray hoodies, a whole bunch of, black guys like me in gray hoodies. And one guy even says, "What you think we all look like?" That was genius. Me and my wife, we loved that moment. That was actually genius. Like that was brilliant writing. I don't know if that was in the comics, but that is brilliant writing. Well, lo and behold, Mr. Liu comes to visit. And with his gigantic henchman, He tells him, watch my body. He transforms into the dragon. He attacks Titan, ends up knocking Titan out the window. Why? Because Titan's henchman, Isotope, has seemingly betrayed Titan and aligned himself with Mr. Leo, just like he tried to warn Titan to do earlier. But lo and behold, we find out it was all a part of a trap. It was all a part of a ploy. Machine Head breaks out of prison in that whole, the riot with the giant dragon. That the prison is basically destroyed. Eve is doing her best to contain the prisoners. She misses Machine Head. She does go in his cell, and she thinks she sees something, but he's already gone. So she misses Machine Head altogether. But she contains all the other prisoners except for one duplicate of Paul. She did her best though, and she did end up rebuilding the prison. But Mark and the Dragon are doing some damage. They end up saving the prison warden, who was voiced by Jo Marie Payton, Mother Winslow, Harriet Winslow, if you will. That was like, I heard the voice, I was like, whoa, deep cut, especially since Reginald Vale Johnson also, voices Principal Vale Johnson as well, which is really cool. Like, I loved Family Matters. I'm not going to go on that, but I loved Family Matters. I still do. One of my all-time favorite sitcoms. I may do a list on that. Should I do a list on that? Let me know down below. But that is neither here nor there. This is not supposed to be a long video at all. So yeah, Mark is getting punctured by the dragon's teeth, but lo and behold, Machine Head shows up back in Titan's office. They end up killing Mr. Liu, shooting him in the head, and mind you, killing, quote unquote, and dropping the gigantic henchman on a building. We think he's dead as well. Turns out Titan's not dead. This was all a part of his plan. And yeah, Mark has no choice but to let him go, because they technically didn't do anything wrong. And why would you try to stop them, Mark? Like, you don't have to put away every single bad guy you see that's not actively doing anything. Like Titan said, you kind of do need him out there keeping the balance in that. But we do see at the end of the episode, Titan does go meet with Machine Head, and the Order tells him, like, you leave this city to me, and I want out of the Order. I don't want anything to do with the Order. And honestly, that plan works for Machine Head, but tells Machine Head, like, yeah, don't stab me. And I mean, Machine Head tells Titan, excuse me, I can't talk tonight. Basically, don't bother me anymore. Don't double cross me anymore. Don't stab me in the back. Else we're gonna have some problems. I'll come after your family. Yada yada yada. The big bad threats. And the Order accepts Machine Head as their overarching leader. All of that good stuff. So Machine Head, well, not good stuff, but Machine Head is back on top. He's back in charge. Now with Oliver. The stuff with Oliver was kind of cool. I thought Oliver was going to kill those teenage jerks. I thought that was going to happen, but he kept his cool. He just used his super speed and pants them, embarrassed them, and he got to keep meeting with his friends, but he promises Debbie he won't sneak out anymore and all of that good stuff. Mark and Eve decide ultimately not to move in together because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and they aren't ready. They want to slow down. So that's good that they're having that character progression. I like this writing for their relationship, because I like Eve and Mark together. I like them together. That's really cool to see. But guys, I give this episode was great. I give it a 10 out of 10, guys. Like, I had no problems with this episode whatsoever. I do not give 10 out of 10s lightly. So if I give an episode or a film a 10 out of 10, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I really did. I cannot wait for this week's episode. Let me know down below what you thought about this week's episode, and let me know if I missed anything. If you wanted me to, go over any specific point in the episode, let me know. And yeah, guys, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time.